Okay, this is my first gacha video on this channel, or any channel. I've never uploaded gacha content before, even though I play a hell of a lot of gacha games. And gonna go completely off the cuff, no script, no nothing. I'm here to talk about, you've seen the title, the power creep situation between like MrPokke and EO and a bunch of other content creators. Just for a little bit of background, I'm BrainDead. I make a bunch of content. I make music. I make other games. I like mainly play like Tarkov, but I've recently I've done like Marvel. Right, I'm branching out this year, and I'm actually showing what I actually play other than the main stuff that my channel was built around. I've played gachas for years. I started out with like Summoner's War, then we moved on to Alchemist Code. That was a really good fucking game I used to love on the mobile. But on PC side of things, I got into Genshin. And so I started playing Genshin when that first came out, got heavily into it, because I pulled the Luke pretty early. And I liked it up until about Inazuma, pulled Raiden, and kind of like got bored of the game. I can't be asked to sit there for 500 hours of fucking cutscenes and just sitting there talking. HSR can be the same, but in some regards that it's a lot faster than having to explore a whole massive fucking open world that keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And every time I log on, there's just this daunting list of tasks and quests. I can't be asked for that shit anymore. Anyway, quit that game a long time ago. Coming back to HSR and Wuwa, these are my current games that I play, and this is why I kind of think I qualify to talk about this argument. Now, I've played these games extensively since their release. I've played HSR since its release. I have 3 different accounts that I keep up with, this being my main here. As you can see, my main team at the moment is March 7th, Fei Zhao, Mose, and Aventurine. This is my follow-up team I've been rocking, but I have another 3 teams that I can play on my main. And while I'm not entirely free to play on this account, as you can see here, I have multiple other characters. I've got my Fujuan, I've got an Acheron, I've got Jiao Shou, I think is how you fucking actually supposed to pronounce it. As you see, I'm semi-free to play. So I've got probably about £200, because I'm British, if you couldn't tell. Got about £200 spent on the account. But overall, I've put a lot of time into this game. So I feel like I'm qualified to talk about the power creep in it, since I have a lot of characters. I've got 2 other accounts, as I said. I'll show off one later in the video. But for now, I'm just going to stick on my main. As you can see, there's a few stats in the background. I'm just going to show off some stats and etc. Most of my characters to show you I actually kind of know what I'm talking about. My relic luck is terrible, so if you're thinking, what a fucking scrub, don't worry. My relic luck's just terrible. But for the most part, I'm just going to let the clip roll in the background. This is just pre-recorded footage, and I'm just talking over the top of it, by the way. But, yeah, I'm going to say outright, if you can tell from the title, I believe that all free-to-play players are greedy to a degree. Now, I've watched a lot of videos where people save for certain things. I remember seeing a specific video where a guy had just saved everything and burnt it on Acheron and got E6 Acheron. And I was like, okay, it's kind of cool that you burnt it, got E6 Acheron and fucking S5'd as well, blah, blah, blah. But like, MrPokke is kind of right. And he's kind of showing that with his Bob account right now. But, you know, MrPokke, but all the trolling that he does, and Tectone and EO, even though all of them might not get on and might not see eye to eye, I respect all of them in their own regard, and I think EO is a great creator. I think a lot of what he talks is actually quite true and makes a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, you can't judge someone based on a few videos, considering you barely ever watched them and you see a few clips here and there. And anyway, let's get back onto the topic. I'm going to start getting into the YouTube side of things, which I don't really want to do. I'm not here to cause drama or chat shit about anyone. At the end of the day, I'm here to talk about the power creep situation. And, yeah, what else can I say? Except for most players, including myself, are greedy. See here, this team here, I didn't need Boot Hill. I could have waited for Firefly, and this team would have been fucking 100 times better than it is. But I wanted Boot Hill. He seemed cool. So I pulled for Boot Hill, and then realised it was a big mistake, and I probably could have got fucking Firefly or Rapper. Because I have another break account that has Rapper and Firefly and Fugue, and it's nasty. So in retrospect, having a Ruan May on, you know, alongside that would have been absolutely diabolical. You can see here I've got all my different teams. I know I started out as a mono quantum main. Pulled Zila early on instead of waiting. And yeah, that's how this account worked out. And I rolled with the punches and I took it and I went on. Even though I've spent a little bit of money here and there, got like a battle pass. And I think I've bought like one battle pass on this account, and I've also bought the blessings more than a few times. That's where most of the money's come from. I've never actually bought the packs because I'm not fucking stupid. But I've bought blessings just so I log in every day. I do a little bit here and there, farm some relics or whatever, and then I log out. That's usually, I'm quite a casual player. I'll take extended breaks and come back to the game, because that's how I believe these games should be played. I don't believe you should be spamming these games every day. It should be play out the newest update, get everything that you want out of the update, and then move on. And if you're one of those players that feels like this is your main game and you have to play it every single day, then more power to you, but you're going to hit walls. It's not a game that's meant to be played every day. It's not a game that's meant to be farmed every day. And if you're new, that's going to be hard to progress. I'm going to quickly switch over here, so give me a second, I'll let it skip. Okay, now I'm here on my break account. So this is my break account, and I'm showing you this one is entirely 100% free to play. I have not spent a single penny on this. Now, granted, this one has also been up since the beginning. And over time, slowly, I have pulled on it. I think the original character that I pulled was Blade, back when he first came out. Slowly built it up over time to get, you know, Dill Pickle, pick myself up a Black Swan, and then I pulled Firefly. And this account sort of changed trajectory. Not too fast. I spent another couple months until I fully got into actually doing stuff on the account, getting, you know, E2 Gallagher, leveling up the Harmony MC, and this account's still low level, as you can see. I haven't even got to the fucking stage that I can upgrade to 80 yet. But my main point is, you can do everything free to play. It's going to take time, and you're not going to get everything instantly. But free to play and getting new characters and worrying about power creep, it's always going to be something. The new characters are always going to come out and be cool. The new Remembrance fucking path is going to be overpowered, hands down. So I've already got another account called my Pokemon account, and I'm waiting for that to fully come into fruition before I start dumping everything onto that account. But that account's already got a Jingyuan, Sunday, fucking Remembrance Trailblazer, and Lingsha sitting there right now. And that's clearing everything through the new fucking content so easily, because everything's obviously weak to Thunder and all the fucking shit that Remembrance is doing. So it's just fucking slaying for everything. And then I'm gonna completely save, pull Casterus on that account, and GG's. That account is fucking buffed to shit. My second team is lacking on that account. I think I'll switch over to that account now quickly. And here we are. This is my Pokemon account. So, as you can see, it's also got an Acheron, Fuchuan, Black Swan, etc. I've pulled other things on this account, but now the Remembrance has come out. I've sort of been building up to this moment. Originally, this account pulled Jingyuan on the second banner when he was out after Zila, because I didn't want to pull him on the main account, because I wanted to save my gems. Jades, gems. Call them gems because every game has its own fucking currency. It's just easier to call it a gem. So yeah, over time I've slowly built up this account. It's taken, again, 1.5 years, 2 years nearly since the game's come out, but it's finally here. And I'm rocking a fucking decent team. Everybody's not fully leveled up yet. As you can see, this account still isn't fully leveled up. It's only level 65. It's only just hit 65 past like yesterday or the day before maybe. So I've only just got to the last equilibrium level, started to get triple relics, and yeah, I'm qualified to talk about this stuff. As you can see, I've got 3 accounts that I play. I play this game heavily. In a minute, the background gameplay is going to show me just doing a clear of Fantilia, since, you know, it's probably the easiest to show this team off at the moment. Could do an MOC, but I'm not quite at the point where I can clear MOCs properly yet. My relic luck, as I said, is absolutely terrible. I will roll defense and HP relics constantly, and it pisses me off. I never get crit damage or crit rate. Please fucking send me some luck if you can. But I'm going to start wrapping up the video now, because I feel like I've gone on and on showing you my accounts and explaining, you know, why I play gacha games, etc. But, well, not really why I play them, but more their nature. Because it is the nature of gacha games. They're called gacha games for a reason. They're there to get you. And if you want to spend the money and you have free money to do that, go ahead. Which is why I don't mind spending £5-10 here and there. But never will I drop thousands on a game to get a character knowing in 2 months that character is going to be obsolete. And the Pridwin tier list is going to tell me that it's not even worth playing. And then you've got characters like, I don't know. You've got characters like Sunday, which might stick around for a while because, you know, action advanced characters are usually pretty good. Bronya being a prime example. But overall, the game is built this way. I think I went on to the weaker one, or I wasn't fully thingied, or it. Yeah. Let me skip to the fucking actual gameplay bit. Okay, so I'm here. Showing you off this account and what it can do. It's kind of nasty at the moment, but I know that eventually, just as Harmony MC kind of got shadowed out, everyone got fed up of Super Break, eventually Remembrance is going to get kind of meshed in. It's not going to be the shiny new thing that it is. And Mem, as powerful as the little shit is right now, I was going to say she, but I don't really know what Mem is. As powerful as Mem is now, how powerful is Mem going to be when we get other Remembrances that are also semi-harmonies? What about Tribby? How much is Tribby going to be able to boost people? How much, you know, there's so many things that are going to go into this. And again, we're going to have reruns and all these different comps that are going to come up over time. Who knows how the next year of HSR is going to go? Again, I also play Woowa, and I'll do a Woowa video, but on Woowa I've got a completely free-to-play account, haven't spent a single penny. I only play 1 account over there. Technically 2, but 1 account is the main one that I play. And that's got Carlotta, it's got Camellia, and then it's got Changli. And I also have Jeja. So, you know, my account's quite fucking stacked. I don't have Shorekeeper, because I'm playing at that time. Don't have Arena, but the point is you can play these games free to play. You can get the good characters. You just have to play smart, save, and not fucking be greedy. As MrPokke said, don't be greedy. And as EO says, play the game correctly and to your advantages. Build teams that will work. And I know ultimately you want to pull characters that you like, which I have been a victim of. But if you're going to pull a character you like, make sure it fits with the team. If it doesn't, maybe don't get it. No matter how much you like it, if your gameplay is going to be lackluster otherwise, don't pull it just for the sake of, I like that character, that's my waifu, she got big titties. Maybe think about it and go, oh, well, next banner, this character's coming up and she's going to be better for my team. For instance, this team here, I initially was going to completely save and go for Aglaya and kind of fuck off Jing Yuan, because my healer at the time was Bahuahua. She was working quite well by restoring energy. I ultimately realised if I really want to go full Pokemon team, I think Ling Sha is going to be the play. So I decided to go all in and pulled Linkshar. Got lucky on the 50-50. This account does get super lucky with its 50-50s. I pulled Sunday and Linkshar back to back. And Jingyuan's Light Cone as well I have. I'm trying to get Lingshar's Light Cone currently to boost her up on her healing and break effect, etc. But that's a different story. At the end of the day, this account could have held out and got another character that can also do lightning damage and can also get boosted by Mem, etc, etc. And I thought, at the end of the day, I might as well keep my Jingyuan, pull a Lingshar, get a better healer for that team, have Hua filled up to go on another team, and then in the future I'm just going to save for Castoris, since I know she's probably coming after me day. So that's all basically I want to say for this video. I'll probably make another gacha video in the future if this does well. But yeah, that's my take on the situation. I'm going to let this fight finish out, and I hope we can all come to an understanding, because at the end of the day, it's all just a gacha game, dude. Play the gacha game, save smart if you're free to play. If you want to whale out, go ahead, but don't then complain that you whaled out and the character's shit if a year down the line they release something else that's slightly better. So anyway, peace out.
Walk through your house like, give me that, give me that.